Hello everyone, today we are going to go through Day of the Programmer, which is a problem under implementation section of algorithm on Hackerrank. So without wasting time, let us have a look on the problem statement. So in this problem, we are supposed to find out what will be the day of the programmer, knowing that the day of the programmer occur after 256 days. And then we have a range of date. Yeah, this is the starting range and this is the end range. And we are supposed to find out what will be the date occurring at the 256 day, knowing that we may have leaps year and year that are not leaps, and knowing that during the period we are going to have two different calendar. So globally in this problem we are supposed to find out, okay, what will be the exact date corresponding to this number of days, depending on the input we are going to receive. So for us to make it like easy to understand some example, if we receive as input 2017, we are supposed to return this because in the year 2017 the 256 day is exactly this. So this is an example. If you receive 216, now you need to return instead this because the 26 day is this one. If you want to have, let's say, a clear calculation, you can see it here. This is an example. So you have January, which will be 21 day. You have February, which will be 28 days, and then you have March, April, June, July, August. So you just move, and then from year to year, this is actually 240 and 43. Now for you to make 256, you just need to add 13 days. So that is why it will be the 13 of the next month. That is why you have this answer. So now, given those examples, how are we going to organize ourselves to achieve the result? So for us to achieve the result, I'm going to break it down into three different steps, right? So the first step is, okay, we have the Julian calendar, which is from 1700 till 1917, right? So this is the Julian calendar, and then this is actually the Julian calendar, and then the next thing is the Gregorian calendar, which moved from 1919 till like the end of the range. So this is it. And then you have one special case, which is the year where the switch appear, like they switch from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, and that year is actually 1980. 1918. Wow. So in this year, what happened is that it was a special year, so we need to handle it separately. What happened that year? That year, after the 31st of January, the next day wasn't actually the 1st of February, but it was directly the 14th of February. You can have the explanation here. So after the 31st was the 14th of February. So we kind of like in this special case, it's not normal, it's not exactly like the previous one. So we had a skip of 14 days, and then the year was actually leaps, as you can see here. So the February, and it has 29 days during a leap years and 28 days during other years. This is actually, if you're trying to divide this by 4, you will see that it is actually a divisor of 4. So this is actually a leap year. So those are the three conditions that we are going to use to complete this one from end to end. What will it look like? Let us code and see what it will look like. The first thing is that I'm going to handle this. I'll say if the year is actually 1918, you return this. How did I manage to have this? So you can just take a calendar your own. You just count. In fact, you don't even need that. You can make use of this. you can make use of this, right? So you're going to make use of this, and you say this is an example of a leap years, and this is an example of a normal years, right? So this leap year return this, and then you do agree with me that this is a leap year, just that this has the particularity that we skip 17 days. So what you need to do is that you just need to take those 14 and then you add it here, it will give you 26. That is why I have 26 here, and that is why I have this. So we don't need any special calculation. And then now, since we are here, we need to find out the next condition is what makes a year to be leaped. If the year is actually a leap year, we have this. If it is not a leap year, we have this. Now, given an input, what makes a year to be a leap year? So that is what we are going to use here. We know that depending on the calendar, we are going to have separate condition. So for the Julian calendar, for you to be a leap year, you just need to be a divisor of 4. So that is why I say, okay, if you're less than 1917 and then the year is actually a divisor of 4, that means the modulo is equal to 0, then it is a leap year. That is the Julian calendar. Now for the Gregorian calendar, for you to be leaped, you need to be greater than 1918. That means you are in the Gregorian calendar, and then the year, you need to match those two conditions. You need to be a divisor of 400, or the year modulo 4 equal to 0, and the year modulo 100 is different from 0. If it is the case, then we can safely return this date, because this is the date of the leap years. Otherwise, you are not a leap year, and then we safely return this. So this was my approach of solving this. I hope you do enjoy it. Feel free to leave me a message in the comment section if you have anything to explain with me related to this. Let us submit and see what it gives first. So we have everything green from end to end. This is it, everything is green. So this is my approach of solving this. I hope you do enjoy it. Feel free to leave me a message in the comment section. Don't hesitate to like, share, subscribe. I'll be really happy to interact with you regarding this. See you on the next video. Ciao.